Wrxb with Big Ed, Richard Guest, just wanting to join you and thank you. All those organizations that participated in the parade, some 8,500 strong participants with all those various interests in the parade yesterday. I mean, everybody has already issued Ed and Richard all these accolades of grandeur about the way people conducted themselves coming down that parade route and their own special salute and tribute to Dr. King here on the Gulf of St. Petersburg as we celebrated America's 31st annual Martin Luther King Jr. National Drum Major for Justice Parade. And I mean, I just first of all wanted to thank God Almighty for delivering everything so yesterday morning. And I mean, it was perfect. We had weather that was conducive for parades. We had an atmosphere of a unanimity, of ocean of people celebrating harmoniously, the idea that we in St. Petersburg have become the Mecca where people come from all over the world, all over the United States, for this 4-day mini vacation in the heart of winter to join us in St. Petersburg to make sure everybody understands that we will never forget the Drum Major for Justice, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And Ed, it was something else, and the fact that Wrxb was one of our major sponsors for this event, and every year Wrxb steps up to the plate and is so informative with airtime in terms of making sure everybody knows exactly what everybody needs to do in order to assure the success of this celebration.
Well, thank you, Sevell. Here's the bill. No, I'm kidding. It always is. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Every year we come to expect that it's going to be a great parade. It was. Congratulations to you and your folks. Mainly, I know you coordinate just about everything, and it went off again as it's a great parade, and I don't think people really realize how much effort, time it takes to put it all together because it comes off so flawlessly every year. So once again, congratulations. We're happy to do whatever we can do.
And the thing is that the Wrxb sets the stage in order for the official city MLK parade planning task force to be able to have all the departments that the parade impacts sit around that table, and every Wednesday of the first month, September, October, November, December, and January, you have all of these people sitting there with the chairperson that has been serving this year, Dwight Wilson over there, the assistant director of the housing, the water resource department, and every department that is impacted by the parade sits at that table. And we set that task force up almost 27 years ago to make sure. And the thing is, no other city has it like that all over the nation, where you have the mayor in the city making sure that it used to take us 2.5 hours sitting at the table when we first started off to make sure the parade was so well planned. Now, when we meet some 31 years later, we in there for 20 minutes and that's it.
It's the way to do it. It's called organization, and it's to be handed to you with the good job you do. And everyone enjoy. I have yet to hear anyone say they don't have a great time at that parade. And so congratulations once again, and we'll do it next year.
Yeah, and the other thing is, so people understand this, because everybody's asking the question, they pulled me all down the parade route. So, what happened to our Battle of the Bands?
Yeah, that's a good question. What did happen to Battle of the Bands?
And so what the one thing that we cannot control is the inclement weather. And these tornadoes that tore through all these states, some of our bands couldn't even get out and practice because of, they were underwater. Yeah, it was.
Well, sometimes, some years, things just don't pan out. I mean, like anything.
Yeah. So what it is, they were calling us, 72 hours out, coming back from the holidays, still trying to salvage making the trip. the band that came the farthest that did make the trip was Tulsa, Oklahoma's Booker T. Washington High School marching band.
Mm-hmm.
But they navigated, their bus company navigated them around through other states to get to St. Petersburg. But the other bands, so after you get about 10 bands that canceling at the last minute, coming back from the holidays for second semester in the high schools, after the last bowl game, we sitting here and I'm saying, well, wait a minute. I can't put 4 bands on the floor at Tropicana Field Stadium because I don't spoil these people in St. Petersburg. They'll have my head.
If it comes down to that you can't do it right, you just pass on and do it the next year, that's all.
That's right.
But once again, congratulations, and we're always happy to have you aboard. And I guess we'll start up with the promos February 14th.
Well, we just want to immensely thank you, Ed, Big Ed, and Richard Guest. Y'all have been here the whole ride, and this has been a beautiful sojourn. And we thank all of our sponsors for stepping forward and making sure that Martin Luther King Jr. name, 31 years later, some 2.5 million people have attended the parade and stood along those parade routes on Central Avenue and Bayshore Drive and introduced Martin's name to their children and their children's children. And so we have basically, with WRXB, kept our agreement with Martin when he said, please never let them forget my name. And St. Petersburg is at the forefront in the terms of the most important city that has done this over all these years.
Mm-hmm. Well, once again, I think this is really your favorite day of the year, the day after the parade, when you can finally just take a breather.
Yes, indeed, they found a cave to hide in. But thank you once again, everyone, for everything that has been so positive. And we just want to make sure, whenever you see people that have had something to do with the parade, all of our MLK commissioners, WRXB, give a shout out and thank them for a job well done.
Thank you, Sevell.